Hello everyone, welcome to the yarn bowl. Today in this video we're going to see how to crochet this dog coaster, or you can also use this as a applique. It's a very simple and easy pattern, and we'll see how to crochet this dog coaster or dog applique. If you want a written pattern of this dog coaster or applique, you can find it in my website theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Meanwhile, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well, so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So for this project I'll be using Red Heart Super Saver yarn, 1 in beige or buff. It's a size 4 yarn, and the next color that I'll be using is the brown color yarn. The color scheme is it's also the same Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and the color scheme is Cafe Latte. And the next color I'll be using is black for sewing in the nose and the eyes for the dog applique. So I'll be using a tapestry needle for that. The crochet hook that we'll be using for this project is 4mm crochet hook, and we'll also need scissors. Starting round 1 is we'll work a magic ring, and then we'll work chain 2. This chain 2 is considered as our first half double crochet, and then we'll go ahead work 9 more half double crochets on the magic ring, and then once that is done, we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the second chain 2, starting chain 2 to close this round 1, and then we'll tighten the magic ring and secure it with the knot. So at the end of round 1 we'll have 10 half double crochet stitches. For round 2 we are going to work a chain 2. This chain 2 is again considered as our first half double crochet, and then the idea is to work 2 half double crochet stitches on each stitch of round 1. So we're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches on each stitch round. The reason why I have just worked chain 2 on the starting stitches, while finishing off we'll work one more stitch on the starting stitch where we have worked chain 2, and then we will work a slip stitch on top of our starting chain 2 to close this round 2. So that's why I have worked one stitch which is the chain 2 on the starting stitch, and in all the other stitches we'll work 2 half double crochet stitches, and then while finishing it up I'm working one more half double crochet stitch on the starting stitch, and then I will work a slip stitch onto the top of the starting chain 2 to close this round 2. So at the end of round 2 we'll have 20 half double crochet stitches. So for round 3 I'm going to work chain 2, which is again considered as our first half double crochet stitch, and then in the next stitch I will work 2 half double crochet stitches, and in the next stitch I will work 1 half double crochet stitch, and then in the next stitch I'm going to work 2 half double crochet stitch. So we're going to alternate between 1 half double crochet stitch in one stitch and 2 half double crochets on the next stitch around, and then we will work a slip stitch on top of our starting chain 2 to close this round 3. So continue with round 3. I'll meet you at the end of round 3. So round 3 is now complete. For round 4 again I'm going to work chain 2, which is considered as our first half double crochet stitch. Then I'm going to work one half double crochet stitch on the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochet stitch on the next stitch after that. So the idea is we are going to work one half double crochet on one half double crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 half double crochet stitch on the third stitch. So we're going to work one half double crochet each on first 2 stitches, and on the third stitch we are going to work 2 half double crochet. So we're going to work like that around, and then once that is done we are going to work a slip stitch on top of our starting chain 2 to close this round 4. So proceed with round 4. I'll meet you at the end of this round. So now let's proceed with round 5. For round 5 I'm going to again work chain 2, which is considered as our first half double crochet, and then in the next 2 stitches I'm going to work one half double crochet each on next 2 stitches, and then in the 4th stitch I'm going to work 2 half double crochets. So the idea is on first 3 stitches we'll work one half double crochet each, and on the 4th stitch we are going to work 2 half double crochet on that same stitch. So we're going to repeat this pattern around. That is, we are going to work one half double crochet each on 3 stitches, and in the 4th stitch we are going to work 2 half double crochet stitches. So we're going to work this pattern around, and once that is done I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of my starting chain 2 to close this round 5. So with this our the basic face of the dog will be complete. You can fasten off. Do not weave it. We are going to work a color change. Now my round 5 is complete. I'm going to fasten off the beige yarn, and then I'm going to work a color change. I'm going to change the yarn color to brown. The color scheme that I'm using is Cafe Latte. And then I'm going to work chain 4, and then I will work 1 triple crochet each on next 3 stitches. So work 1 triple crochet each on next 3 stitches. And now once that is done, we are going to work 1 double crochet stitch each on next 5 stitches. So we're going to work 1 double crochet each on next 5 stitches. and then after that we are going to work 1 half double crochet each on next 4 stitches. And once that is done, I'm going to work 1 single crochet on the next stitch and 1 slip stitch on next 2 stitches. So work my first slip stitch, and here goes my second slip stitch, and then in the next stitch I'm going to work 1 slip stitch, and then I'm going to work chain 4, and then I'm going to work 1 slip stitch on the second chain from the hook, and then 1 slip stitch on next 2 chains, and then I will work 1 slip stitch on the same stitch, and then work 1 slip stitch on the next stitch, and then work chain 5. Once that is done, work 1 slip stitch on second chain from the hook, and then 1 slip stitch on next 3 chains. And once that is done, work 1 slip stitch on the same stitch, and then we're going to work 1 slip stitch on the next stitch, and work chain 4, work 1 slip stitch on the second chain from the hook, and then work 1 slip stitch on next 2 chains, and 1 slip stitch on the same stitch, and then we are going to work 1 slip stitch on next 2 stitches, and then this looks like a flock of hair on dog's head, and then in the next stitch I'm going to work 1 single crochet, and in the next 4 stitches I'm going to work 1 half double crochet each on next 4 stitches, and in the next 5 stitches after that I'm going to work 1 double crochet each on next 5 stitches, and once that is done I'm going to work 1 triple crochet each on next 3 stitches. After that I will work a chain 4 and slip stitch onto the next stitch, and then after that you can fasten off and weave your ends. So that's it. It's a very simple pattern. So work 1 triple crochet each on the next 3 stitches, and work a chain 4 and slip stitch onto the next stitch, and after that you can fasten off and weave the ends. Now I'm gonna sew the nose and mouth as well as the eyes for the dog. So I'm just gonna use a tapestry needle to do that. So watch along to see how we are gonna do that. that's it. Our cute dog coaster is now complete. You can also use this as a applique for your baby blankets. It will look cute. I hope you enjoyed making this dog coaster with me. Please try this at home and let me know your comments. If you want a written pattern of this dog coaster, it's available in my website, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. I will update you the link of the written pattern in the description box for you to go and check it on. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.